Guys, welcome back. So today I'm doing a tutorial on eyebrows. You can see how I transform my very sparse and bare eyebrows into voluminous thick eyebrows. So if you want to see how I do that, please keep watching. So first I'm going to take my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the color Ash Blonde, and I'm just going to take the spoolie end and brush up the hairs. You want to make sure you've probably groomed them before, so taking some small scissors or even some nail clippers works, and just making sure that all the hairs are the same size. So just brush them. As you can see, my left eye has very sparse hairs at the end, so that's where I'll concentrate the most. I'm going to take the colored side and I'm just going to start at the very bottom and draw a definitive line. So this is going to be the starting base of the eyebrow, and as you can see I'm using very fine strokes to mimic the hair. You want to make it to look very natural. I'm then going to focus on the tail end and just lightly dragging down using the same hair-like strokes. So now going to the top of the hairs there, I'm going to draw a parallel line to the line that we just did, and using the same hair-like strokes, just brush it out and create that top part of the brow. So as you can see, it definitely takes a little while to build up the color, but there's no rush. We really want to focus on making it look natural. I'm then going to, as I got to the tip of the arch, I'm going to slowly drag it down and meet it up with that bottom line. Don't be afraid to use your fingers to smooth out any lines or any overdraw that you might have done. I'm then going to continue to fill in the brow and going back in with the spoolie in combination just to brush out the product, just in case any has built up on the hairs. Now just using my eye, I'm just going to see where any of the sparse areas are and just go in with that pencil one last time just to make sure that it's all filled in. Now for the innermost part of the brow, I like to have a ombre kind of eyebrow where it's not so thick across my eye. So I'm going to go in with my brow wiz vertically and mimic the hairs using upward strokes. Going in with the spoolie, I'm just going to brush it all out. Going in for my last finishing touches, I'm just going to sharpen up and darken that bottom line, and just to bring the product through the eyebrow one last time. We're done with the pencil, it's time to move on to powder. I'm going to take my Brow Bar to Go from Whitening Lightning and the darker shade using my Sigma angled brush. I'm just going to go in and focus this on the outer portion of my brow. I want to keep that inner portion lighter like I said before, so I'm just going to drag it through, making sure that I cover any missed or sparse areas. So continuing on with this, I'm just going through now making sure that that top line is very sharp, that my arch is defined, and that everything is clean and concise. Using that same Brow Bar to Go, I'm going to take the gel that's in the palette and very lightly using a finger, just going and brushing the brow hairs down just to make sure they stay in place. Instead of using a dragging motion, as you can see I'm patting it, you don't want to smear any of the powder or any of the brow wiz. So this step is optional. I usually only do it if I'm going out at night. So I'm going to take my Camouflage Concealer by BH Cosmetics using the lightest shade and my Sigma concealer brush. I'm going to carve out my brows. As you can see, I'm very gently using light strokes again, running this along the bottom line to really give it a really sharp, defined look. Another plus to this is that it really does give your brow that highlight look effect, and it really does lift up the brow. finishing up the bottom portion of the brow. I'm then going to transition it and focus it on the outermost tail, and I'm going to just very lightly and gently, making sure not to smudge any of the makeup, carve out the tail and a little bit of the arch. This will give it a really dramatic look. Taking my Mineral Fusion Concealer brush, it has very soft bristles, so I'm going to use this to really blend out that concealer. So here is a side-by-side comparison of my well done eyebrows and my natural eyebrows. As you can see, the eyebrows really do make a difference, and they really are just the frame for the face. Going in with my Mary Luminizer, I'm going to take just a small headed brush and apply some of the shimmer to my brow bone. This is going to stick to that concealer and really give it a nice sheen. I'm going to take my Anastasia Dual Highlighting Pen and the shimmering side. I'm going to just put that on the inner corner of my eye, bring it up a little bit to mesh with my shadow, and then just bring it down onto the inner tear duct. Repeat this method on the other side, and there you have it. Your eyebrows are done, complete, and you're ready for your day. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!